So we're doing this Battletech thing. Query, what is your favorite assault mech? If you had to take to the hex map with one assault mech, what would it be? That's what we're going to explore in this vlog. And I picked assault mechs because, yes, I love big guns. They never tire. But assault mechs, you've got some tonnage to do some different things. And it's not all about getting up there and just wrecking things and smashing things with all those weapons. There are some very, very unique assault mechs within that tonnage class. An example would be the recon assault mech, the Charger, or the complete brawler like the Banshee. A lot of different things other than just load up on guns. But I have to pick that one assault mech. And in the comments, you have to pick that one assault mech. We're not doing a lance. We're narrowing it down to one. You're not a mech commander. You're a mech warrior. What would it be? Now, this took a little bit longer because there's a lot of really fun, really interesting, really potent assault mechs. And to narrow it down to one, I would pick the Stalker. Now, there was a couple of close seconds, but the Stalker, first, it has presence. That shows up on the hex map. Right away, you better have some sort of plan to deal with it. And if you don't have a plan to deal with it, how are you going to keep it busy, or how are you going to stop it? It just keeps coming and coming and coming. So regardless of the mission that your mech command is focusing on, Stalker goes down on the hex map, you really got to figure out what you're going to do. I like that attention. I like that focus. There's a lot of potential, tabletop glory, to be earned. Now, second to that is you've got the tonnage. The Stalker has the tonnage where it boasts multiple weapon systems, both missile and energy laser systems for multiple ranges. So you kind of get the best of both worlds in that you've got static damage that's going to hit one area with the lasers, but then you've got the spread of the missiles. So this leads to an interesting tactical 1-2 punch where you've got a large number of weapons, but as soon as you punch through opposing armor and you go to internals, we're still looking to do damage, but now I'm looking to try and hit you with a crit. I'm trying to just get some sort of weapon into that break in your armor to hopefully roll some dice and see what happens. So the fact that not only do you have so many weapons, but a good number of them are missile-based, as you damage the opposing mech more and more, it deals a lot more damage with the potential of that crit. And there's a fearsome amount of weaponry on there. The range bands means I can find myself at any range laying down consistent firepower. Not that I want to be static. I don't want to just sit back and fire away, unless it's like a defend the base type mission. I want to be earning with that battle value, but we want to be moving forward and we want to take care of it. So we've got a scary mech. We've got multiple ranges. We've got weapons that complement each other. It's got a ton of armor. Now, every assault mech has a lot of armor, some more than others, but the Stalker has enough armor that you could sit there, anchor it, and take a couple of hits. Not that I ever want to do that, but I could eat a couple of PPCs. I could take a couple of hits of LRM-20s. I'm willing to run through the storm or weather the storm. If I can park right up there and just savage you, absolutely. Drawbacks, things that are a little bit challenging for me when I play a Stalker, but we have to kind of take it into account. Heat management. Now, normally tabletop glory, I'm pushing the heat, right? As your mech commander, I'm giving you the tactica. You're going to get on the table as a mech warrior, do what you have to do. I tend to run a little hot. I tend to push the heat. If I can push a little bit more, if I can do a little bit more, right? I'll roll a little bit better. So I tend to play aggressive. That's a challenge with the Stalker because it is very unheat forgiving. You're going to push that heat. You can get into a lot of trouble really, really fast. That's the counter. Second counter would be arms. That's really, I like to get up there and savage things with that tonnage. We talk about physical attacks, punching, 1 in 6 chance of punching and hitting right to the head. Even if I don't hit to the head, the damage transfer of that tonnage, how it multiplies and magnifies, that is a lot of damage, especially if I have other weapons in my torso. I'm firing that at you. I'm punching. Stalker gives that up, but kicking. kicking with the stalker. You can just absolutely savage things. You could split light mechs in half. You could blow off the leg of a medium mech. You could put the hurt on a heavy. Even an assault mech doesn't necessarily want to receive that. So my vote, my favorite, and I had to narrow it down to one. It was not easy. My favorite assault mech is the stalker. In terms of assault mechs out there, what is your vote for not necessarily the best? Not necessarily the best. We all have mechs that we like. Your vote for your favorite assault mech.